Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. South Korea have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Rodrigo, I suspect will be playing pretty much across that whole front line. He has the versatility to do that. Winger, auxiliary striker. He's one of the best around in one-on-ones, and he's such a quick turn of pace. It's very difficult for defenders.
Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Evan Nielsen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
South Korea can counter promptly here. Kim Min-jae. South Korea finding their passes. Douglas Luiz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fiddles it through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Douglas Luiz floats it up and over. And he's there to clear it. Rodrigo. Great chance! They've played it short. Cross goes in there. And now they can spring out of defence. Gabriel. Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, nice touch. Fires it in low. Songhung-min! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Hwang Hee-chan, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Could be danger here. Vinicius Junior.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Hwang Hee-chan. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Danilo carries the ball down the right.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide.
Great hit! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And they can counter here. Can he get away here? Eva Nilsson. Oh, chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Brazil certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Tries to get it clear. Very nicely done. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodrigo. Oh, that was vital. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's managed to get rid. Rodrigo. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Rodrigo. He is through here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Opts for safety. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of move.
Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Son Heung-min instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
Lee Kang-in. He's a sharp little ball here. He's cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kim Min-jae. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Son Heung-min. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
But it goes. Chooses to go back. Climbs up big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Lee Kang-in certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Lee Kang-in. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rodrigo. Eva Nielsen. Oh, good spread. That has been cut short. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Goalkeeper's ball. Gets his pass away. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's had a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hwang Hee-chan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That looks a good ball through. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Eva Nielsen demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Brazil draw first blood here.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Hwang Hee-chan. And here's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that has been clubbed away. That's the throw. Gabriel. Douglas Luiz.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Rodrigo. Played out to the right. He's gone for goal! Chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking to go deep. Gets good distance on it. Flings in across.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Hwang Hee-chan. Showing good feet. Swung over into the middle. Danilo clears it away. Now here's the delivery. Marquinhos gets it clear. Danilo. And it's Danilo. He is just caressing the ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Cleared away. Oh, sweet feet. Cross to the back post. South Korea can start a counter here. And that's been won straight back. Now then, the ball's come loose. Time and again, they are repelled. Marquinhos. Strong running down that left flank. Forwards and with intent. Eva Nilsson. Diving header! Lee Kang-in. And Kim Min-jae.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Douglas Luiz. Rodrigo. Hwang Hee-chan. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Pinches it off him. Eva Nilsson. He's got away. Vinicius Junior. he's trying to skip past his man. Crosses it into the area. Lee Kang in. Kim Min Jae. Out to the right. Up to meet it! Into the follow-up! It's a goal! Republic of Korea are all square! Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. Played out to the left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That has been knocked clear. Hwang Hee-chan. Great defending, strong and determined. Turns back here, probably the best option. Marquinhos. Danilo chasing after it. And it's Danilo. Danilo tries making a foray down the right. That's going to go a long way. And that's aimed into the middle. Kim Min Jae. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And there's the end of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1-1. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Brazil kick off the second half. Vinicius Junior. Great run on the overlap here. Vinicius Junior. Even Nilsson! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Who came in? And he goes cross-field. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's nice. Takes aim and crosses. Vinicius Junior. Looking for the runner. There's the ball in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Aim forwards. Over to the left. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And a header! Goal! Republic of Korea! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
South Korea take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Neymar. And it's Danilo. Danilo charging forward down that flank. Header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played back to the goalkeeper. Gabriel. And it's Neymar. And it's played forward. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Forward it goes. Goes in for the header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Hwang Hee-chan. And here's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. It's a loose ball. Lee Kang-in. Rodrigo. And he's forced to go back. It's Vinicius Junior.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nielsen! A real chance and a real let-off. Good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Wriggles his way through.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Danilo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Stood up well to him there. Vinicius Junior. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Tries to get it clear. Marquinhos. Gabriel. And it's Danilo. 60 minutes played. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, what a ball he's in here. Vinicius Junior! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That little bit of skill has got him away. Now the breakaway. And it's Neymar. Clips it. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Douglas Luiz. Danilo. Now it's Rodrigo. Looking for options for movement. Lovely feet. And it's pulled back. Danger averted for now. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neymar. Danilo. And Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Neymar. Shifted upfield. The pass has gone astray. Overhit and out of play. Calmly anticipates. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it out wide. Douglas Luiz. Now who's going to be first to this? Gently done. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Now it's Son-Heung-min. Danilo does really well to win the ball there. Marquinhos. And it's Danilo. Now it's Rodrigo. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Gabriel. Neymar. To Marquinhos. Played out towards the right wing. Interesting ball. Danilo gets into some space. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Lee Kang-in. Danilo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Danilo with the cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Kim Min-jae. Lee Kang-in, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Son-Heung-min. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Great leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Rodrigo. Douglas Luiz. Gets a good foot in there. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Brazil merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They've played it short. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Lee Kang-in. Played out to the right.
South Korea really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Bruno Guimaraes, Neymar, Eva Nielsen, spread out to the left, thinks one through.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Out to the left it goes, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lee Kang-in. He's a sharp little ball here. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He has found the way through.
South Korea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Sends it crossfield. Hwang Hee-chan. South Korea must do something here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Brazil can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
With Son Heung-min.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Fiddles it through. Eva Nielsen. And the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
South Korea have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. And it's been taken short. That's tidy. It's run loose here.
Brazil probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
No, that's been intercepted. Alisson sends that a long way. Hwang Hee-chan, he's had it nicked away. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Son Heung, chance to finish. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Marquinhos gets it away. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's had it taken off him. Jung Woo-yong. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Oh, it's come loose. Just eases him off the ball. Played out towards the right wing. Hit into the middle. Oh, he's not going to get any further than that. No foul, says the referee. And there goes the final whistle.